guys, what's up? So I was just like sitting and thinking about some video ideas, and I want to talk about what it's like being a teenager and some of the benefits and things I love about being one. It definitely can be hard and challenging at times, just because um we're not really kids anymore, but we're not adults yet, like full adults with like their shit together. But like we're getting there, one step at a time. And this like always reminds me of like Britney Spears' song, "I'm not a girl, not yet a woman." I always just go to that, like, just because that is really me right now. I can really relate to that song at this point. And but with hard things, there's always good things that come out of it. And there are definitely some very good things about being a teenager. And I think the first thing is that, yes, you do have responsibilities, but definitely easier than being an adult and having like adult things to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, like a lot of teenagers work, and some even live on their own, a lot of kids move out pretty early, which is a bit challenging. And I definitely, at this time, I would not be able to live on my own. And I'm really thankful for my parents, for many reasons, but that's just one of it. And you know, I think the biggest responsibility as a teenager is definitely school and just maintaining, good grades. They don't have to be the best. Like, I mean, like, I'm not saying, everything should be 100 and A, but, if you can do that, like, go you. I definitely can't, just because, school is hard. Math is hard. Honestly, if anyone can relate with that, like, please tell me. Like, I need to know I'm not the only one that hates math and can't do it. Like, I can do it, but like, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. It's hard. But like, whatever. That's not the point of this video. But it definitely is part of being a teenager. You have to take math, science, history, English. Thank God I'm good in English. Imagine not being good in the language you talk in, like, girl. Boy. Uh, um, but yeah, I think that's like the biggest responsibility about being a teenager. But obviously, there's like some smaller ones, um, like like outside of school activities, like, some people are in like different sports, like track, baseball, basketball, football. What else is there? I don't know, track. Yeah, I said. What else? Volleyball. Yeah, that's like a main one, especially for like a lot of girls are in volleyball. There are boys too. Just I hear like more girls. Lacrosse. Yeah, so there's like a lot. Um, so yeah, that's it. um, and also like one really big responsibility as teenagers is like, yes, we're not like, like supposed to like make like full on life decisions like that, like, life changing, but one decision is definitely, what you want to major in once you go to college, or if you don't go to college, like what do you want to do. That's a very big thing, and you get asked that a lot, and it can get really annoying. And sometimes I'm just so sick of hearing the word college. I just don't want to hear it. And also SATs and all that. I just like, no. And if you live in New York, these state tests you have to take called Regents, and they annoy the shit out of me because they're so pointless. Like, literally, they're not even like grading you based on what you know. It's just like how good of a guesser you are. And you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's definitely a challenge. And you really can't like study everything. Like, it just, you won't be able to like memorize everything. But whatever. We try. So I know I'm like talking about benefits, but then I started talking about like bad things, like tests It's like, no. But like, that just comes with it. You can't really push that aside and not like acknowledge that. So like the second thing is you really like you don't know like what you are, like who you are, like like what I mean by that is like sexuality wise, a lot of teenagers really experiment and really get to know who they are on the inside and what they feel, who they're into, like who they're attracted to, like like which gender or both, or if they don't really want to be identified as any like sexuality or whatever. I think that's like a good thing about, because even though a lot of times you feel lost and you feel like you can't really relate to others, that's kind of what like those like times like really help you kind of like just kind of like really understand who you are. Like you don't always need someone there. Like you need some time for yourself and to like really be able to understand who you are as a person. Yes, it's good to be social and it's good to have friends, but there's also times where we really have to take time for ourselves just to better know who we are, So I think that's a good thing in a way. And I know that's like a hard thing for some, but I think it's good. You really need to know who you are as a person, because once you know who you are, it's much easier to know, who you want to associate with, what you want to do, like all those things. Like you really get some things answered for yourself, and and that can definitely change your life and how you view things. So yeah. The third thing is well, there's like a lot of like social events, like parties and like all these like prom shit and whatever. And like I don't know, like if kids at your school, like if they throw like huge parties like in like high school movies like where everyone is like invited. Like I haven't been to anything. I don't even know if people really throw parties like that, but like maybe I'm just not invited, like maybe no one cares, probably that. But like I haven't heard of anything, so I'm just gonna say that. So yeah, I just think it's because like as an adult it's really hard to like maintain strong relationships with like friends. Like yeah, like I think it's really important to have at least like that like one good friend, or like one or two that you can really go to like for help or whatever. But it's much harder to really stick with like a whole group like as it is in high school, because you kind of see each other every day. But as an adult it's like definitely much harder, because you all are kind of going your own separate way and you all want to achieve other like different things. So yeah, I think that's a really good thing, and I think we should really take full advantage of that, because whether it's like prom or whatever, I think if you're given the chance, I think you really should take part in it, because it's like a once in a lifetime thing. You can't really go back to high school and be like, oh, I want to go to prom, what I'm saying? Like, or like I don't know, like formals. I don't think my school really has like winter formals or whatever. We just have like prom, I think. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, and like there's also like not many classes offer trips, but there's also like trips, so that's like kind of like a social event, like where you really get to hang out with your classmates and peers. So yeah. The fourth thing, I don't know. I guess like also like with like experimenting like things. I think we also like especially like for, I mean, not like especially, but like girls and boys. If you choose to, we start experimenting with makeup and kind of understanding our style and how we kind of like what will look we really like on ourselves, and what makes us feel good and comfortable. So So yeah, I think it's it's really fun, and I honestly really enjoyed, like, you know, starting my whole makeup thing. And I honestly love makeup so much. I wish I could like have a whole makeup collection, but I really can't because A, no room, B, no money. I mean, like, my parents buy me some things, but like, you know, I don't want to like have a whole makeup collection, like, and it's like it kind of goes to waste because you can't really use everything all the time. So yeah, I just like have like my few favorite things. If anyone wants to see my few favorite things, definitely, you know, kind of make a video on that. So yeah, I think that's really fun. And whether you're a girl or a boy, you know, because you know it's totally normal. You know, guys should never feel ashamed for wanting to put on makeup. And I know it's still a big issue, and a lot of people, boys especially, young men, get like judged or whatever. But I don't think you should ever feel ashamed of who you are inside, and you should always appreciate the person you are and who you're becoming, and love yourself. Really, I think it's really hard as a teenager to really love yourself and accept who you are. And I think it definitely gets easier as an adult because we are much more free, and we can really like express ourselves. Like, as a teenager, we're kind of like, you know, like limited things, and we can't always express ourselves just because we still have to kind of like, I don't know, like, I don't know, it's just like it's harder to really express yourself because there's always like those group of kids or whatever that will judge you, or you think that they're judging you. So it's could be like harder. But like as an adult, I think it does definitely get easier. And you guys should always like just love yourself and appreciate yourself because there's no one like you. There really isn't. So yeah, guys, that was my top things I love about being a teenager. If you guys want like things I hate about being a teenager, there's a lot more. So yeah, I will definitely make a video on that. So if you liked the video, please give it a like. If you want to subscribe, go right ahead, and you know, comment some things you love about being a teenager. And if you're not a teenager yet, like, tell me what you're excited about like what like are some things you're excited about being a teenager soon. So yeah, guys, hope you have a great day. Bye.